So it looks like we're starting to push up. We'll see if we can take this trade back to the upside. I still need to put my freaking socks on, dude. All right, come on. Might get a good entrance here. Got an alert from Trading View, and we're getting close to the area. See if we can get this pop. As soon as if we break through this and with some good volume, I'm gonna go in. That's gonna be the last trade of the day. We'll go for 1 to 2. Off the week. $30 for the 5 minute close. You know what's funny that I find myself doing a lot, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people do it, is it's just like the waiting part is like the worst part because you kind of just want it to hurry up and do its thing. But like I feel like whenever I'm waiting, I'm kind of just like touching my. Does anybody else do that? Like I just touch random things. Like I mess with this, I mess with this. Like I might like touch a few things, just move things around, just because you have nothing to do but wait. Does anybody else do that, or is it just me? I don't know why I do that. Just need to leave it alone. All this bearish pressure is coming in. Be dumb not to take this. Got a lot of bearing pressure. I would be dumb not to take. Would be dumb not to take it. If it breaks with a lot of like speed and volume, I have to take this short. There's so much bearish pressure coming in, and that wick is definitely below the target one, so I should be good to.
Order filled.
Gonna risk. I would be real stupid not to take this trade, especially with the bearish volume that we're getting right now. All right, let's get it. 1 to 2, $400. Let's just leave it alone. Let's just let it do its thing. Once it gets to 1 to 1, I'm going to break even, especially because break even's right around this candle wick right here. So we might get a rejection here. And what I don't want to happen is for price to freaking stop me out. Continue this bearish momentum, this bearish pressure to break this right here. Right, like we're fighting crazy amount of support right here. Nothing, really nothing there stopping it except for this one candle, one little candle. 15-minute is looking amazing. Like, look at this huge rejection. We're heading down in the direction that we want. Breaking below, we're just struggling right now. Truly struggling. Want that bearish momentum to continue to the downside. Here we go. I'm going break even. We're close. We're close to TP1. We hit TP1. A lot of bearish. Got a lot of momentum. Might melt. This might absolutely. I'm gonna get ready to trail this because I think we're gonna freaking absolute like like still hasn't hit my TP2 yet. TP2 is here, so I'm gonna just mark it up. This is my real TP2. My TP5. If it hits around right around here, I'm probably just gonna go move to TP1 and then call it. But for now, I'm still at break even. Actually, you know what? Break even. Stop touching. Leave it alone, dude. You've been here before. Act like a professional. Act like a professional. Stop touching your freaking stop loss or your stop profit and everything. It's there for a reason. Let's hit a TP2, and then from there we'll got 10 minutes for this next candle. Come on, come on. Great. If we close like this, that's awesome. Here we go. Trailing it. TP2 secured.
Order filled.
All right. All right, let's recap. Let's recap because my emotions are going crazy right now. I need to get these in check. I feel like this is gonna hit TP5 like just by the volume of the bearish mark volume that we're getting right now. I really think that we're going to freaking sweep all the way down to TP5. Like if I would have given some breathing room, we would have been good to go. All right, let's recap. Let's just recap because man, this was bro. All right, so the first trade that I took was a dumb move on my part, completely dumb move on my part because I accidentally pulled the trigger on buys, like just because I was so antsy. I accidentally went in for a buy, not meaning to go for a buy. There goes TP3. I didn't mean to go straight for the buy. I accidentally pulled the trigger on it, and I got in, and it immediately stopped me out. And if I would have just waited for it to break my entry, like with because I thought it was going to, and I don't know, it was just second nature. I saw it there, and then like my finger just like jolted, and it hit. I mean, it's a mouse click, so it's like it doesn't take a lot of pressure to click a freaking button on a mouse and enter a trade and lose $200 in 2 seconds. That thing went straight to that thing hit my entry point. I went in and then it completely went the other way and it went to my stop loss in like less than 10, not even like less than 5 seconds. And then it's funny because I shouldn't even have entered. I shouldn't have entered. Like it touched my entry point, but there was no volume, to the upside breaking it, telling me that it's going to go up. It was just a knee jerk reaction. Anyways, so I took that loss. I told you this thing was gonna melt, man. I absolutely told you. But anyways, that was a loss up here. Took that trade, was a loss. Then we took the trade here that looked like this. We took a trade right here. We got in just a little too late. It was about 20-point stop. And we went for a 1-2. But I got in like this one. I was like, okay, I'm definitely not going to pull the trigger early. And I got in at this candle right here. I should have gone in like, okay, so I should have gone in like right around the break right here. You know what I mean? But I got in like down here. And as you can see, the wick is right here. So they almost hit a 1-2, but it came back, took me out of break even, started messing around up here. And then I even said, I was like, you know what? Um, I don't know if I like the shorts because I don't like this wick right here. So we're building support right here, but I don't like this wick. I don't like the way this wick looks. So I'm not gonna take shorts. I kept saying that. I'm not gonna take shorts. I'm not gonna take shorts. I see price going up here. Okay, let's go back in for the buys. I do like the buys a lot better because I mean, if you look at the 15-minute, we've completely just like melted off here on a downtrend. And on the 5-minute, we have a nice trend line. We have a good support here. We have a nice trend line here. We can break. We might find a little resistance here, but depending on the volume, we might shoot up definitely to probably TP5 maybe. But then we start getting all this rejection. We start getting all this bearish pressure. And even though that I said, hey, I'm not going to take this short, I'm not going to take this short, I'm not going to take this short, I had to take the short because we had so much bearish pressure. Like, I would be dumb not to take this trade. Like, it's breaking this previous candle low. Yes, there's a wick here, but the only reason why I took it, the only reason, to be honest, is because this candle, the wick here, was right around my 1-to-1. There goes TP5 right there. I knew it was gonna hit. It was just so much bearish pressure. Anyways, I'm happy with my 1-to-2. But let's continue on with the trade. So that's the only reason why I took it was because it started to break this level, and I knew that it was at least going to hit a 1-to-1. And at a 1-to-1, I was gonna put stops to break even. So it was gonna be a risk-free trade no matter what. I had a feeling it was either gonna take me out of break even or it was gonna continue down. But then we started getting all the and then we closed underneath TP1, which is a strong indication that we're going to freaking melt. We're going to melt. We messed around TP2. We started like pushing down to TP3, but it was like kind of like giving a little bit of resistance here. And to be honest, what I should have done is I should have just got out of TP2. That's my trading plan. My trading plan is to get out at TP2 and just, that's it. Don't need anything more than that. With my strategy though, like you can hit TP5s depending on the volume. And I knew just specifically by the volume that we were going to go for a TP5. Um, but I was hoping it was one of the ones where it just freaking melted and I could just trail it down and then to TP5. It wasn't. It started messing around this area here. Took us out. I moved my stops to TP2 because I was like, you know what? I'm at least going to secure TP2 no matter what because that's, I try to go for TP2 regardless. Swept me and then it went down to TP4. And then as you can see, we got blasted down to 5. Um, which I knew that was gonna happen. I couldn't stomach I couldn't stomach this returning on me after it hit TP2. If it Once I saw that TP2 hit, and if I would have just moved to if I would have kept my stops at break even or maybe even at TP1 and it reversed, I knew I would have been sick. I knew I would have been sick because I had already been kind of breaking my rules. I said I said I wasn't gonna trade this short, and I traded that short. Um, I said I wasn't gonna move my stop loss, and man, you guys can rewind it. I started going in there freaking out, like, oh man, should I do this? Should I do that? Like, dude, just follow your rules. As soon as it's TP1, put it at break even and just leave it the f alone. Put TP2 and just wait for it to get smacked. I was already like, and I was getting all emotional. So if I knew that if I would have held out for TP5 and then it reversed on me, I would have been sick. I would have been like, man, I should just kept the TP2. I was at TP2. I was down $500 for the week. I was already down 400 and it was like 450 bucks, whatever it was. I was already down for the week. TP2. Now I brought my account balance back down to just only $124 loss, which is good. It's basically just back to almost break even. So next week we're gonna try to continue sticking to our rules, try to get to that payout. But yeah, man, like that's gonna hit 5. Like I need to stop messing with this as soon as I enter. All right, so let's this. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's just the fact that I just passed this XFA. I just passed this Express account, and I'm just letting my emotions like get the better of me or something because I normally have like a 57 to 65 win percent. My profit factor is usually like way higher than this. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, it, I think it's just the fact that I went to XFA. All of a sudden, my emotions. And you know what's funny is because this isn't my first XFA. I've had like 7 other ones, but I think I don't know what I'm thinking, bro. Like, to be honest, I have no idea what I'm thinking. All I know is that I was just super emotional this week. So next week, let's buckle down. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lock out of this account. Today's Friday, so I'm locking out all day. No more trading for the rest of the day because I took 3 trades already. I only like to take two, but the only way I take the third is if I hit a break even trade and then I hit a loss, then I can, sometimes depending on how good it might be or whatever the case, or you just saw sometimes just out of impulsion, I take that third trade. I don't definitely not going to take more than three trades, that's for sure. Except for yesterday. I don't know why it says four. Oh, it's because the reason why it says 4 trades is because yesterday I did the same thing. I entered a trade on accident and I closed it immediately because I was just too fast on the trigger, just premature trigger pulls. And that's what happened to me here too. Otherwise, it would have just been two. But I feel like I'm talking way. Anyways, this is day 2 on the road to getting payout. So thanks for watching.